Well, good evening, everyone. I'd like to welcome you to the September edition of the Canyon Country Advisory Committee. I'd like to start out by apologizing in advance. Every now and then I have to go do something like that. This evening, our engineer is not here because his wife's been ill and he had to take care of her, and I think taking care of family, of course, comes first. So probably this evening we're going to kind of be cueing each other of how to make this stuff work because we're kind of out of position from the way we normally are. So bear with us and we'll try to make everything work as well as possible. Tonight, starting off, we'll have our call to order and our flag salute, and then a few announcements. After that, we're going to have an update on the Lemley Theater project. And these are some pieces of information that I acquired about Lemley since the last meeting and since we talked about it before. Then we have the great honor and privilege of the Hart District, our first shot at a Hart District meet and greet. This is going to be District number 4. It is going to be Mr. Sturgeon and Mr. Tabin. And we're going to have this meet and greet in the same format that we normally use. And so we'll go through that so everybody understands exactly what's going on. Then we're going to have our version of public participation, which is the first 5 people that want to speak for 1 minute at the end of the meeting. And we'll have a preview of what's in the future for us as well. And then we'll adjourn promptly at 9 o'clock. We're normally pretty good at that. Again, this is September. We talked about September 11th last month because it was coming up, and now we're going to talk about it again because it's just passed. And quite frankly, I was a little disappointed in the attention that it got in our local paper on September the 11th and some of the things that went on. I mean, it's a time when our country was certainly attacked and took the life of more individuals on home ground than we've ever had before. I think it's something that we really need to pay attention to. Now, this is, again, like I showed last month, this is a picture of my flag. It goes up on September 11th. There's a brand new one up now, and it stays up all year long. And as the year goes by, it tatters and tears and reminds me, it's just a reminder of the trials and tribulations of our service people all around the world. But even more than that, lately I've noticed something that is different than what we've seen in the past. When I grew up, pretty much every adult was a product of World War II. Most all the men had been in the service. Most everybody had a family that was somehow impacted by the war. And the attitude of the world was just a little bit different. And so it's a little disconcerting to me now to see some individuals that just don't seem to be as enamored with the country in the fact that I always remembered as a country where we could do anything we wanted, that we were the group that was the melting pot of the world, and because of that we had more talent than any place else. And it just seems like now all we hear is we can't do this and we can't do that. Now, I had a video I was going to show, but that's one of the technical problems that we're having. And it was a video of a gentleman who talked to his kids. I'll bring it back next month. We'll have all the technical difficulties taken care of. But what it showed was it was a father and his daughter, and they were leaving school. And it said his daughter had just been bullied by some of the local children, and I bet you didn't know what this guy did. And so, you expected to click on it and find out that the gentleman had somehow gone to go fix that situation. But instead, it is a video of a father singing to his kids, talking to them about how we should all act as one group and that we should all be proud of ourselves and look inward. And it just made me really smile. And I'm sorry I can't show it to you right now. But next time we will. But it reminds me that out of people from all over the world, that end up being here in the United States of America and American citizens. This is, as far as I know, the greatest country in the world. And with that, Judy, would you lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance? Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. For announcements for this meeting, of course, this coming Saturday, September the 19th, is the River Rally. It'll be from 8 a.m. to 11 at the shopping center at 18386 Solid Canyon Road. We're back here in Canyon Country. And the Canyon Country Advisory Committee is going to have a booth and a table there. So we'll be happy to see anybody that's there helping clean the river.
What shopping center is it?
Yes, what?
Which shopping center?
I believe that's the yeah, with the post office.
Okay.
They're back there again. I think it's pretty much there's only 2 or 3 locations that they use, and that's one of them. Powwow. I was at Ahtna this morning, and I was reminded about the powwow. It's going to be on September the 26th and 27th at Hart Park, and so it's going to be a big event, and if you so choose, the event is free except for parking, as I was told today. And the donation for parking is going to go to the Boy Scouts. So everything is there for a good cause. Always the deal about rubber ducky, because the rubber ducky adoptions for Samuel Dixon Family Health Center is still going on. The actual duck race is going to take place on the 26th, the morning of the 26th also. If you decide to adopt a duck, it's a good thing. And also, if you mark CCAC on your adoption papers, well, they kick back $1 to us as well, so it helps us both. This year, for the MC, they have got the agreement that Rick Chambers will be there. He's going to be our MC, and hopefully this is going to be another ducky event. For attendance statistics, well, our attendance was just kind of normal last month, and we track it. You can see those big spikes every now and then. We have a big event of some kind, and we get a lot of people. But attendance seems to be directly related to what's going on that month, and we try to track it so that we understand the kind of things that you like to see, and we then, of course, go ahead and try to make those things happen. Also, we also track our video statistics. They went down. I was a little surprised. Last month, the Lemley video was the high hitter and only had 25 views. But I think Lemley is going to end up being a big issue here in the city, and so we'll just keep tracking it and see how things are going. All right, next month for our next meeting in October, we're going to have the state down here to give us a presentation on the state water project. So these are state officials from the California Department of Water Resources, and they will be here to tell us and tell us about the project. Also, I'm sure there'll be 7 or 8 more revelations, because I got 7 or 8 more meetings to go to for Lemley, and we'll let you know about that too. And so you can know exactly what's going on. So with that, I want to thank you for choosing to attend the Canyon Country Advisory Committee, and I hope to see you back here next month.